today we will check some pairs which are showing some sort of a potential for entry. So we will wait for a minute or so, and after that I'll start with analysis. So if you have any questions, any question during the stream, let me know. If there's any technical issue, let me know as well. Also join us in Skype room where we talk about trading, and I am announcing whether I will stream or not each day. So that's it. If you're a first time here, I'm trading a swing trading style, and I'm doing analysis live uh, for you guys to learn something new. Um, so we will start just in a half minute. Yeah, okay. So I was actually stopped out from New Zealand dollar. This was my entry candle, and New Zealand CAD as well. But it happens. I'm not going to hide you. Um, this is pure fact. So I'm going to enter quite a few trades today. Um, I believe candles are still okay. Okay, so okay, so I was stopped out from Aussie, New Zealand as well. Um, this was my entry candle, and price moved to the downside. I mean, they were good entries, nothing wrong, so I'm really not upset. It is just how it is. It's always 50-50, and it's completely normal to lose. Let's say worst case scenario would be 10-15 trades in a row, losing trades in a row. So uh, having 2-3 trades losers in a row, it's nothing huge. I mean, I risk 0.5% per trade to 1%, and sometimes even less if I hedge, or if there's some sort of a news announcement in the next day, I enter with smaller positions, smaller lot size. Like on Aussie New Zealand, I knew that Aussie rate decision was during that week, so I have risked 0.25%, and that's it. Um, Aussie New Zealand, nothing worth mentioning right here. Waiting for some bullish candle pattern, because this is pretty exhausted right here, and we are also quite low. But weekly might broke down, and after that we will be looking for this support and bullish candle patterns. USD CAD. Um, Nothing really worth mentioning. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. Pound dollar actually is on some sort of a resistance swing. These swing highs. We've got an inside bar and this bearish candle, so we might get some sort of a downside movement in the upcoming days. So you can clearly see that this trend line was broken with lower low. I mean, it's not lower. We will get a lower low right now, but this is sort of a bearish move already. So lower low and lower high back to this support which will act as a resistance, and look for some sort of a bearish candle pattern in this zone, okay, on a 4 hourly. Pound Aussie, I'm actually on intraday account, I'm in that trade from around here. You can clearly see that EMA 36 and trend line were broken with lower low and lower high, and this is where I put my sell limit, stop above here. So right now we are getting another 1 to 3 pattern, or ABC, however, which is more conservative. This one was pretty aggressive because this support could still hold, okay, but now we've got clearly lower low and now lower high, and this is a very good area to put a sell limit order in this zone. Stops above here for aggressive traders, for conservative ones, put stops above here, take profits somewhere in these zones, okay, right here. So that's it. I'll put an entry limit after I'll finish with stream. Pound cat, pretty much the same. I mean, on a daily, price hits this swing high, and now actually we're in some sort of a range on a lower time frame. We'll see if price will move to the upside or continue to the downside, as other pound pairs are looking kind of bearish for right now. Pound yen haven't hit yet, because hasn't hit this swing high yet, so but we've got some sort of a bearish price action formation on a daily, and now we've got some sort of a broken trend line like that. Here's also a divergence. I'm not gonna pop it up indicator right now, but this might be an entry as well. Lower low, lower high, but this candle is pretty strong. So I mean, I'll not explain the pairs which are not looking very well, so I will just fast forward that. Okay, so Euro Aussie printed pretty awesome candle pattern. This candle formation, these 3 candles are pretty awesome. The problem is that this formation is in the middle of the range, and I really don't like that. If these 3 bars would print down there, this would be an entry, okay? But right now we are somewhere in the middle, so we don't know, but this looks pretty bullish. We might get some sort of retest or break above, and I'm still short in Euro Aussie since last week. Euro pound, we've got this nice bullish pin bar on some sort of a minor support, and price accelerated for 2 days in a row. Actually, I have a problem that on FX trade account with Oanda, where I trade swings, so daily and weekly time frame, it's non-hedging account. When I have created that account in it was March or April, however, I unluckily haven't checked hedging ability, so I'm short from up here, and I still want to hold this trade to down here, but I could have hedged it with smaller positions. So yeah, but it sucks. Maybe I believe I will have to create a new account just to enable hedging ability. So that's it for now. Euro pound, just wait. I mean, if you're already in a trade from down there, you are. If you're not, you're not. Wait for a retest of this zone to look for short, okay? Euro dollar, yeah, it's sort of a pin bar, but it is bullish pin bar. I mean, location is not the best. It would be better if this candle pattern would print a little bit higher. So nothing really worth mentioning right now, right here. USD Swiss, pretty good bullish pattern, which is sort of an outside bar and engulfing together. However, the candle pattern on these two candles are very good, but the location is wrong. We are somewhere in the middle of this range. If this candle would print down there, it will be an entry. Okay, so I'm waiting that price come to down there and look for bullish price action. Aussie Swiss, it's pretty squeezed on a weekly, so I'm just waiting for a break to the upside or to the downside, and that's it. Price currently formed a quite nice pin bar, and these candles are also showing a weakness, but the price is just too squeezed right here, so I would rather wait that price come to right here and short, but sooner or later this resistance will be broken. So I'm just waiting for conservative entry, so break of this resistance or break of this trend line. That's it. But otherwise, if you want to try, if you're just practicing these pin bars and engulfings and whole price action, this might be a good entry. You might get a retest to down here. ASEAN, current price action. I have entered on a 4 hourly. No. Daily candles are not showing anything serious. I mean, here we've got a pin bar. But these swings are not very powerful, so nothing very worth to mention. So here are some pairs which I'm going to enter today. Euro Swiss is the first pair. We've got a clearly higher high and a higher low, and now we've got an engulfing candle. This looks like a cat scenario from August, which was a pretty heavy loser, but I'm going to split the risk a little bit, so entry would be buy stop right here above this candle, stop loss below there, and take profits around in this zone right here. We've also got a trend line, not the best, but it is. So that's it. I'll just mark that buy stop, stop loss, and take profit. You might also consider retracement entry, so wait that price retrace a little bit. I might also get retracement entry. Euro yen, actually pretty the same. We've got a break of this smaller channel with higher high, higher low. It's above EMA 36. Trend line has been broken. We've got some sort of a support trend line right here. Broken resistance, as I said. Resistance. This is last swing high, and it was broken. Now higher high and higher low, and we've got this candle actually was rejected, and now we've got a nice engulfing candle. So buy stop above today's candle, stop loss down there, and take profits, whatever exit technique you have. You might also consider here that, I mean, we might get a very nice retracement entry as well in this case. And the entries, retracement entry would be this candle. This is a dirty little trick for retracement entries, is that you put a buy limit, in this case, on a high of a previous swing day. In this case, this is a swing high from previous day, so you set up buy limit a little bit further, so higher. Okay. So this is how I enter with the retracement entries. Swiss yen, pretty much the same scenario. I will split the risk among these trades, so as I've done it on a pound pairs in August. I mean, this trend line is very strong, and this might be just a freak breakout and price will continue to channel. But if this is the what if this is the beginning of a new trend? What if the price will continue to much further to the upside? It's worth trying in this case. So yeah, it's worth trying. I mean, again, this is a rejection candle, and now we've got a very nice engulfing candle, broken swing high, high, low, some sort of a trend line support, however. So this one is pretty good as well. New Zealand Swiss, we are currently on a swing high, on a last major swing high. Otherwise, this looks like an uptrend. Candles are weekly are bullish. So it's, I say like that every counter trend setup or reversal setup is an aggressive one. And I will set a sell limit. You can see that this is, it's not inside bar. It's sort of a railroad candle pattern, so these bodies are pretty much the same. So this candle is pretty bearish, because I mean, the body is quite large, and wick just it's a trap trade. I mean, a lot of traders were stopped out right here, and I mean, I just don't know how to explain you that. I know why, but it's funny. So I will put a sell limit below this candle, because I consider this candle pattern formation as two candles, not just one. So sell limit below last day low, and stop loss above swing high, just few pips. It would be better if more, but the risk reward gets screwed up in these cases. So I figure out that long term it is much safer to put stop loss based off ATR, for example, but it is just the risk reward long term. If you reduce your risk reward for each and every trade, like that, if I put stop loss above here, for example, longer term it would eat up a lot of profits. I mean, so few pips above wick is my stop loss placement, and I'll be targeting these lows or whenever I get an opposite trading signal. Sorry guys, today I'm a little bit tired already, so my words are not as clean and clear as you would like to. So yeah, CAD yen pretty much the same. Tomorrow we have a CAD unemployment rate, and yeah, so it will be some more movement, but I don't care much about that. Again, as other yen pairs, CAD Swiss. This one, oh, this one actually looked during the day a little bit better. But here you can see that we've got a pretty nice broken trend line. With these two candles, it would be ideal if these candles would be a little bit bigger. I mean, if one candle would be a little bit bigger, so this 1 to 3 would be a little bit more proportional. In this case, we have only two candles, bullish candles, and pretty heavy bearish candles as well. So I really liked this setup, and we've got a support trend line. Yeah, actually, this is not an entry. This is not an entry. Yeah. Maybe on a lower time frames. But this is definitely not an entry. Why this is not an entry? Because this candle is just not bullish enough. So there is not enough bullish evidence, bullish power. Pound New Zealand. Price is just squeezed right here. Yeah, nothing dramatic, nothing drastic. I don't know. Okay, Aussie dollar is actually an entry as well. We've got a broken trend line, which is a good sign. We're sort of on a swing high on this resistance zone. This candle is pretty strong. I really don't like that because there's not a lot of exhaustion. Anyway, this candle, yesterday's candle, gave us some sort of a channel on a lower time frame, which is showing a weakness. But this candle is pretty strong. But today's candle is very, very bearish. It closed lower than yesterday's swing low, which is quite important. I mean, it's a good sign. It's not the must, but a must, but it's a very powerful additional confirmation. Okay, so entry is sell stop below this low, today's candle low, so right here. Stop loss, you can put stop loss above current candle if you're an aggressive, but if you're conservative, put stop loss above this swing high. If you're even more conservative, put stop loss above this swing high. Okay. I will go for, yeah, here's a good question. I'll just go with above this, and that's it. I'll be taking profit, waiting for an opposite price action right here. So at 1-to-1 risk reward, and yeah, I will really have to make a account which will allow me hedging a bit, which will allow to hedge my trade. So for example, if I will get some sort of a bullish candle formation in this zone, let's say that I'm entering this trade with 2 micro lots, for example, and I get some sort of a bullish candle formation right here, and I don't want to exit shorts, but I believe that we will get some sort of a bullish movement in a few future days. So I can hedge with 0.1 not 0%, 1 micro lot. I was shorting with 2 micro lots, and now I'm hedging with 1 micro lot. So even if price will move a little bit to the upside and print some sort of a bearish formation as well, I can I can quit that long trade and continue to milk the market. So you milk the market on a retracement and impulse lags as well. But if hedging ability is not allowed, yeah, then this could be a problem. And I would, for example, exit a trade, this short trade right here, and go long, so buy setup, and after that price continue to the downside, and it's actually missing the opportunity, and it's not flexible without hedging. So that's it, Aussie cat. Aussie cat some sort of a beam bar, but this is currently just a range, so maybe on a lower time frames. Yeah, this looks like a false breakout or nothing worth to mention. Okay. Eurocat is just squeezed inside, so seriously nothing to talk about. USD yeah. Yeah, it's worth trying to long yen pairs. Otherwise, this trend line looks pretty as a resistance trend line. It's not broken as on other pairs, and this is why I will split risk among the trades, so I will not be exposed fully, or I will not have too much exposure on yen pairs. So that's it, guys. Today it's a little bit shorter. If you have any questions, let me know. Let me know. I believe, yeah, I have 1 to 50. Yeah. I trade half percent. I risk half percent per trade, so leverage is really not a question. I'm really not bothered with that, so I keep my trading on a low risk. I'm not trading with fixed lot sizes. I'm I'm adjusting lot sizes based on my stop loss. So stop loss is always equal to half percent or to 1%. It depends on the quality of the setup. Okay, guys, so thank you for your attention, and I'll just wait a minute or two for any questions, but okay, guys, thank you very much, and yeah, see you next week because tomorrow I'll not stream because market will not do won't do anything special. So take care and have a nice day. Bye.